Every bank wants you to open an account.
Sign up.
Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Exactly why you should compare your bank to Bell Bank. At Bell, we don't nickel and dime you with fees on things like checking accounts and ATMs. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to a bank you'll love and give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.
Go. Welcome back.
The only thing bigger than your ego
is my prostate. Hey, welcome back to the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. We are at Carousel Park in the shadows of the grandstand. It's time now for the ever popular and controversial KFAN Jeopardy. I'm the common man, Dan Cole. He is a 10B, and here's how it works. We have 3 contestants. 10B, they are
Jeremy, Mike, and Tom.
Yep. Jeremy, where are you from?
Plymouth.
He's from Plymouth. Housewife from Plymouth. That's joking.
Mike.
Also from Plymouth.
Also from Plymouth. Okay.
And
I'm
Tom?
from Oakdale.
Oakdale.
Okay. East Sider.
East Side, tough guy town.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from. 10B, explain the rules for everybody at home. It's pretty simple. If you've ever watched Jeopardy before, it's how it works here.
Yeah, if you've watched Jeopardy before, we have 5 categories in this first round, from numbers $100 all the way down to $500. Of course, there is a daily double, which one player will have a chance to wager a certain amount of money. But it's just like Jeopardy rules, the answer should be in the form of a question.
Got it? Yeah. We ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at KFAN Jeopardy round 1. Here are our categories: preposterous, common bonds, fanimals, before and after, and numbers. That's preposterous, common bonds, fanimals, before and after, and numbers. 10B?
Yeah, since Jeremy was the first one called, he can be in control of the board.
Let's try numbers for 100.
Numbers for 100. Am I reading?
Yeah.
The number of daily fan shows rated higher than the Progrum, and the number of days John Feinstein has to stay in bed after finishing a book.
What is 3?
That is correct. You control the board with 100.
Numbers for 200.
According to Dark Star, this iron might as well be a pitchfork.
Jeremy.
What is the 9 iron?
Tom.
What is a 1 iron? What is a 5 iron?
Yeah, that is correct. 5 iron could just as well have been a pitchfork.
Numbers for 3.
The number of jobs Justin Guard has and the uniform number of Justin Jefferson.
I think that was Tom.
What is 18?
That is correct. Though it's not really, because I think Justin Guard just got another job this morning.
Oh, so that number's incorrect.
But that was before.
At the time of the writing.
At the time of the writing, it was 18. Okay.
Tom is in control.
Numbers for 3?
For 400.
4.
Chris Carter believes this amount of money won't get you to the grave, fool.
Jeremy.
What is 30 million?
That is correct. You want to clear out that category?
Numbers for 5.
Okay, here we go. Common once sheepishly admitted that his checking account was down to this number.
Oh, Tom got in right before the buzzer.
What is 100,000?
Anyone else?
What is 20,000?
Come on.
Just so you know, you get negative points if you get incorrect answers, just so you're aware.
You can't just be throwing out answers.
Yeah.
What is $65,000? It's an old running bit here at the fan. What is $65,000?
Reminder, if you're in the crowd, if you know the answer, please don't shout it out.
Yes, we appreciate that. Where are we now with the scores tend to be? We had a lot of minuses.
Well, yeah, they didn't realize they were getting negatives here, but Jeremy's in the lead with 300. Mike's in second with minus 300. Tom, you are now at minus 400.
Yeah, watch it, you guys. This is Jeopardy, just like on TV. Preposterous.
I think we're still at Jeremy.
Preposterous, common bonds, fanimals, before and after.
Preposterous for 100, please.
He won his second preposterous statement tournament when he said a torn Achilles was the best thing that could have happened to Mo Ibrahim.
Jeremy.
Who is Tommy Olson?
That is correct.
For 200.
He claimed he was no longer a homer, but then proceeded to predict the Vikings would make it to the big game.
Who is Paul Allen?
That is correct.
For 300.
He thinks the pyramids were built in the 1800s.
Jeremy.
Once again, who is Paul Allen?
That's correct.
400.
Weren't they?
Preposterous for 400.
Back in 2014, he said that Tom Brady, that he wasn't even the best quarterback on the...
Jeremy again.
Who is Paul Charchian?
That is correct. Starting to run away with it.
He's about to sweep the category.
Let's go 500.
This former president,
Former vice president.
theorized that Barack Obama lost the debate because of the altitude in Denver. Former vice president. Who is Al Gore? Who is Al Gore? I'm about to say something controversial.
That's interesting.
Common bonds, Fanimals, before and after.
Animal lovers, so Fanimals for 100.
Fanimals.
Kevin Gore once said these animals lose hundreds.
Jeremy.
Who are horses?
That's correct.
Or water horses, yep.
For 200.
Armed with a hockey stick. Tenneby once chased this down the street after it showed up on his doorstep.
What is
Tom.
it? Gunk?
What is a goose? What is a goose?
You want to do Fanimals for 300?
For 300.
Mark Rosen has not one but two of these domesticated animals in his downtown luxury apartment.
Jeremy.
What are house cats?
You guys got to be faster. You guys, you're like right behind. Be aggressive. What is the score right now?
Jeremy's in the lead with 1,600. Mike in second with minus 300. Tom now down to minus 600.
You want to take a break? Go get something to eat, get a beer, and come back. You'll still be in the lead.
The bathroom's long. Let's just say.
Yeah, I mean, my word.
Fanimals for 400?
Yes, for 400, please.
Lil B once found one of these flopping around on her carpet in the middle of the night.
Oh, sorry. Unnecessary bell. Oh, Jeremy.
What is a fish? More specific?
More specific.
please.
What is a goldfish?
That is correct. Well done. This guy knows the fan, does he not?
He does.
Okay.
500?
Fanimals close out the category for 500.
Tenneby often takes videos of his dog Roma unsuccessfully attempting to chase and kill these in his backyard.
Mike.
What is a squirrel?
Yeah, there you go. Now you're back at it. Here we go.
You're back in black.
We have two categories remaining in the first round of KFAN Jeopardy: common bonds and before and after.
Common bonds for one, please.
Now, common bonds is we're going to give you three things. You have to say what all three of them have in common. Okay?
Okay. Let's play. Yada North.
That would be Tom.
The PA. PA sayings.
There you
Yes,
go.
things that PA would say. Very good.
What are? Sorry. For 200.
Common bonds for 200.
Yep.
Pickle juice, lettuce, and coffee.
Tom.
Things that would make you go. What are things that would make you go? What are?
We're gonna
No.
do the buzzer on that one.
Sorry.
Anyone else?
Not quite. I don't want to get back on the.
Things that Tenneby thinks are yucky. Things that Tenneby thinks are yucky.
Common
300.
bonds for 300.
300.
Dave Matthews Band, but
What are things that meat sauce likes?
yes.
That'll work.
That'll
that
work.
he thinks whales.
Perfect.
Is it 300 or 400?
Common bonds for 400.
400, please.
Thick sliced deli meats, cloudy chicken spatzel soup, people demanding the.
Jeremy.
What are things Dan Barrero hates?
Yes.
It's a long list, by the way. We could have went on forever. We were just scratching the surface.
I did have to make the font smaller on that one,
Yeah,
if you noticed.
I could see that.
Close up the category.
Common bonds for 500.
Best seat in the house.
Mark Rosen books. What are Mark Rosen books? What are common?
We'll give it to him because Larry Mondeliga was trying to tell a joke with this one.
Yeah, it is Mark Rosen. He was saying things that Jim Bruton is wrote. Very good.
He was trying to tell a joke. So.
Yeah. So where are we at now? We're just before and after.
Before and after. Do you guys know how before and after works? Where we combine a word to have like a longer.
Got it.
Okay.
For 100.
Before and after for 100.
Okay, listen closely. The famous comedian who was slapped by Will Smith is the music segment where Common and Brian Oak mostly discuss the recent.
What is Chris Rock Talk?
Yes, well done.
For 200.
The producer of the Paul Allen Project is how they learned to count in Detroit.
Jeremy.
What is Nord 0-1, 0-2, 0-3
Very good.
for 300?
The Vikings starting left guard is the football team that crushed Common and Deuce's dreams when they tied the Detroit Lions' biblically bad 0-16 season. Who is Ezra Cleveland?
Ezra Cleveland Browns.
Ezra Cleveland Browns, correct.
For 400.
Before and after for 4.
The host of Bumper to Bumper is a trendy Los Angeles street where Minnesota Wild players like to shop.
Dan Barrero Drive.
Can't give you that one. Anyone else?
Dan Barrerodeo
Rodeo.
Rodeo Drive. Rodeo Drive.
Last one.
Last for 500.
Before and after for 500. Daily double time, Jeremy. Right now, you have $2,700. Mike has 500. Tom has minus 600. It's before and after for 500. You can wager up to $2,700.
So the wise thing to do would be to bet low and be conservative.
Yes.
That's boring as heck. True daily double.
Yeah! Yes! Yes!
Yes!
Yeah.
True daily double. Yes, I like you.
All right. There's a
All right,
chance.
so only Jeremy can answer this one.
Right.
And let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Will you hold it against me if I'm actually rooting against you to make sure it's a good bet to go on? Because I need it to be. If you get it, it's basically over, and we're going to lose hundreds of thousands of listeners.
I could intentionally take the second half to make it
Oh,
interesting.
yeah. Okay, you're right. So I'm rooting for you. Okay, here we go. You ready for this?
Yes, let's go.
The fan show with approximately 27 members who relive 8th grade every day are a Jerry Maguire catchphrase. The fan show with approximately 27 members who relive 8th grade every day are a Jerry Maguire catchphrase.
What is the Power Trip Morning Show Me the Money?
Yes, yes. How good is that? Oh, my. And so here we are, Tennessee. Where are we after the first round of KFAN Jeopardy?
Jeremy with one of the best first halves I've ever seen. $5,400. Mike still alive at 500. Tom, you're at minus 600, but the dollar value's double in the next round. You are still in this game.
You know, could I get that $5,500 from me? That's what my checking account is going to, by the way. We'll take a break. We'll come back. It's KFAN Jeopardy live from the fair. We're at Carousel Park in the shadows of the grandstand, right here on the fan.
Every bank wants you to open an account.
Sign up.
Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Exactly why you should compare your bank to Bell Bank. At Bell, we don't nickel and dime you with fees on things like checking accounts and ATMs. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to a bank you'll love and give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.
It's a 40% off BOGO going on right now at Casey's General Store for a limited time only. And you can try their new barbecue brisket pizza as well. The promo code is BOGO, B-O-G-O, promo code BOGO. Download the app or order online at Casey's.com. 40% off. It's a BOGO. Buy a large pizza. Get your second one 40% off at Casey's. Casey's, here for good.
Everyone knows how beneficial therapy can be, but traditional therapy can be overwhelming, confusing, and inconvenient. When scheduling in-person therapy, it can be difficult to find the right therapist near you, and it can take weeks to get on their calendar. We knew there had to be a better way, and that's where BetterHelp began. I'm Danny, co-founder of BetterHelp Online Therapy. When Alana and I started BetterHelp in 2013, our mission was simple: find a way to make professional therapy accessible, affordable, and convenient for everyone. BetterHelp works around your schedule and lifestyle. You can connect to a therapist by phone, video call, or even text message. You don't even have to turn on your camera if you don't feel comfortable. And if your therapist isn't the right fit, you can switch anytime with the click of a button, because BetterHelp is designed with you in mind. See why over 2 million members have trusted BetterHelp for online therapy. Go to betterhelp.com/takecare and get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/takecare for 10% off your first month.
You've got an excavation project on the mind and you can't wait to get started on it. At Gopher State One Call,
We get it. It can be tempting to dig in, but as a homeowner, you need to ensure your site meets government standards. Call before you dig and take advantage of our easy-to-use internet ticketing system. Map out your work site and wait just 48 hours after calling to start your project. It's easy, it's smart, and it's the law. Stay safe this summer and call Gopher State One. Call, dial 811.
My name is Chase Terwilliger, a Minnesota native and the CEO of CB Distillery. Minnesota implemented a new law surrounding hemp products that went into effect on August 1st. The law states that up to 5 milligrams are now available to sell to consumers 21 and older. This product will give you ultimate relaxation after a long day. You can find CB Distillery online at cbdistillery.com. Use MN15 for 15% off through the end of this month. cbdistillery.com.
Tend to be here. I play hockey weekly. My two boys both started hockey last year, so sharpening skates became annoying and inconvenient and sometimes low quality. Well, those issues are in my past because I now have a spark sharpener in my home. It's convenient, accurate, and consistent. You can sharpen your skates anywhere, anytime, and it's super easy to use. Get professional level sharpening with literally the push of a button. Go to sparkshockey.com, use the promo code KFAN for $50 off. That's SPARXhockey.com. Use the promo code KFAN.
Hello, this is Tom Lyons, host of Today'sBusinessRadio.com, inviting you to tune in for our executive summaries weekday afternoons on Barrero right after the top 5 at 5. You'll learn great business insights from Twin Cities businesses, MHS Insurance, and Phelan Partners Limited.
On the south side, we got 6 poly panels, and please make sure they're flush.
Kwame is converting everyone on the block to solar power.
Please get a crew to wrap up 202 South Dwayne.
He needs more certified installers before the sun sets on his business boom.
Let's pick up the pace. We got a long day.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Don't risk getting stranded with a bad battery. Our professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free. If your battery does need to be replaced, we'll help you find the best battery for your vehicle and your budget. Don't wait until your battery is dead. Get it tested for free today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Awesome products and prices from the premier home improvement company since 1952. BuildersandRemodelers.com.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
Fan forecast.
Sunny all day long with some breezes. Right now, 77.
Every bank wants you to open an account.
Sign up.
Mine right here. Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Exactly why you should compare your bank to Bell Bank. At Bell, we don't nickel and dime you with fees on things like checking accounts and ATMs. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to a bank you'll love and give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.
More sports is your whole life just sports fame. The Fraud Father is here. You can see him there. He will be joining us in the not too distant future, just before 2 o'clock. As soon as we conclude KFAN Jeopardy, and to be after the first round, it almost seems like Vikings-Philadelphia NFC Championship game, which means all you guys need are a couple of touchdowns, 2-point conversions, onside kicks, touchdown, 2-point conversion, onside kick.
I always love that one.
Touchdown, 2-point. It's right now, if it was a fight, they'd stop it, right? Where are we at?
Yeah, Jeremy's in the lead with $5,400. Mike is at $500. Tom is at minus 600.
Tom, can you just get into the black?
I'm trying. I'm trying to get above zero.
Yeah, because we'd like to see you in Final Jeopardy, because there will be a Final Jeopardy. We won't break for that either. We'll just keep rolling right along. So here we go, KFAN Jeopardy round. As Teneby mentioned, the monetary values were all doubled: 200, 400, 600, 800, and 1,000. Here are our categories. They include infamous, double meaning, fan attire, before and after, and potpourri. Potpourri. My favorite.
I always love
that one. So here we are.
It's on Jeremy. He got the last question correct.
Think about it. On the last question was also the only double Jeopardy, and he nailed it.
Yes.
And a difficult one. That one, when you mix the two words, can be tricky, but he got it. Where would you like to start?
The best category there is potpourri for 200.
Potpourri for 200.
This head cheese once requested a big game press kit.
Tom.
Who was Dave Sinekin?
Yeah, there we go. You're covered.
For 200, please.
No,
Or
can
for
you just
400,
finish
please.
that question, though, because it's one of my favorite fan bits.
This head cheese once requested a big game press credential before the Packers lost the greatest game in Vikings history. That's Dennis. I think he's got a message for our leader, Teneby.
Hold on.
Objects in
Thank
your
you.
mirror may be closer than they
Well,
appear.
they're not that close. Trust me, they're still just a dot, but that's okay.
We also have to play.
It was a delicious game. You ready? You want
potpourri for
400. This current Minnesota Twin has a park named after him, but it only has 3 swings and a bench.
Tom.
Who was Miguel Sano?
Yeah! Now you're on a roll, baby. Miguel Sano, 3 swings and a bench.
600, please.
How did I come up with that? 600.
Potpourri for 600.
This former strip club DJ had his weed eaten by John Bonus's dog. This might be the greatest question.
Jeremy.
Who is Zach?
This might be the
It makes sense with the weed. Yeah.
This might be the greatest question ever in the history, because think about this. This former strip club DJ had his weed eaten by John Bonus's dog. It's true, too.
Anyone else?
Who is Max, or
Who is
also
Max?
a.k.a. Fill-in Fuller.
Fill-in
Max
Fuller. You want to stick with potpourri for 800?
Yep.
This program password champion might still have a piece of a coffee lid stuck in his throat.
Tom.
Who was Justin Gard?
Yeah. Who is Justin Konzemius?
Repeat the question.
This program password champion might still have a piece of a coffee lid stuck in his throat. Who is Ryan Doc Donaldson? Ryan.
We've already
Doc
forgotten about him.
Donaldson. We've already forgotten about my good friend Brian.
Brian Donaldson.
Clear it out?
4,000.
By the way, Jeremy's down to 4,000 now after a couple misses. He went from 5,400 to 4,000.
Well, he said he might tank it on purpose.
Well, yeah, he's just trying to make it competitive.
This is
potpourri for $1,000.
And the thing is, I probably believe he is tanking it, because as much knowledge as he had, it'd be hard for me to believe he couldn't have got those. Anyway, here we go. For 1,000, after one preseason series, Peter Bursage had seen enough of him and wanted him put on ice.
Jeremy.
Who is Kirk Cousins?
That is correct. Infamous, double meaning, fan attire, before and after.
Let's go infamous for 200.
Infamous for 2.
He had an infamous photo taken of him at the 1965 World Series.
Jeremy.
Who is Mark Rosen?
Yeah. We would have also accepted the fraud father. The fraud father.
Infamous for
400.
4.
Yeah.
This Hall of Fame basketball coach was known for being the best timeout taker in the league. Come on, you guys. Who is Phil Jackson?
He's infamous for it.
He's the most famous timeout taker in the history of the game.
For 600.
Infamous for 600.
He was the first overall pick for the Houston Texans in the 2002 draft and is amazingly still playing. Now quarterback in the Raiders.
Who's Derek Carr?
That's correct. We would also have accepted David Carr. David Carr. So good.
For 800.
800. This fan contributor is infamous for denying Pedro Martinez from winning the AL MVP in 1999 because he was a pitcher.
Who was Lavelle E. Neal III?
That is correct.
For 1,000?
Infamous for $1,000.
This former Vikings quarterback was known as being the best hand-offer quarterback in the NFL.
Oh, Jeremy.
Who is Christian Pond?
That is correct. Well done. We're now with 3 categories left. Double meaning, fan attire, before and after.
Fan attire for 200.
While peddling Subway sandwiches, common ones dressed in this.
What is a bee suit?
Who is
Mike.
the Taste Fairy?
Yes.
We will accept it.
We will accept Taste Fairy, absolutely. It was a tutu. It fit very well. It was a little snug, but, you know, it.
For 200, please.
All right, very good.
Fan attire for 200.
Part Johnny Cash, part gothic teenager, Corey Cove primarily dresses in this color.
What is black?
That is
Correct.
Not primarily. That is it. 600?
Or 600, yes.
Feeling incredibly fat, common one sent an intern to Target to buy a pair of these.
I think that
What are
was Tom.
sweatpants?
That's correct. And they fit so nice.
800.
Dan Barrero is rumored to have been fired from the Dallas Morning News for wearing this type of short.
Mike.
What are Bermuda shorts?
You are correct.
Mike's on a little bit of a roll here.
And for is it
1,000?
800?
Fan attire for 1,000.
Lil B is not a fan of this particular sweater, occasionally worn by the common man.
Oh, Tom's going to take a stab.
What is a turtleneck?
Tom, every time you get over 0, you just go right back.
I'll go for it.
Oh, Mike
Is an
wants to.
Argyle sweater?
What is a race car sweater? There's a picture of a race car on it. She hates it. It's gorgeous. Beautiful. Made in Italy. Just love it. Anyway, where are we with the scoring now?
Jeremy is in the lead with 6,800. Mike, you were at 1,900, but you just lost $1,000 there. You're now at 900. Tom, you are like a roller coaster. You're back down to minus 600.
Double meaning, before and after.
Before and after, please.
This Phoenix Suns point guard and State Farm pitchman thinks people recognize him and want to take a picture with him. This is where you combine the.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeremy.
Who is Chris Paul Allen?
That is correct.
For 400.
The nickname of former heavyweight champion Tyson is a K102 personality and Power Trip contributor who is a terrible at program password.
Who is Iron Mike Mussman?
That is correct.
For the next one, please.
600.
600.
Nickname for the Indigo Girls loving host of the morning show on Cities 97, wouldn't trade for one Al Jefferson for 2 Kevin Garnetts. Shh, don't print that. That was a tough one, but a good one.
That was a tough one.
Fresh Charlie Walters. Fresh Charlie Walters.
Before and after for 800.
A famous song about the first day of the work week by the Mamas and the Papas with a scuba diving, flop, sweat, and tears comedian who loves Raquel Welch.
Tom.
Who is Monday Night Football guy?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Well done.
Right now, Monday Night Football guy's just thrilled that he was part of KFAN Jeopardy. I think he just made his day, maybe his life. And final one?
Yep.
Before and after for 1,000.
Yep.
The sweaty butt Viking center who Warren thinks should be moved to tight end uses performance-enhancing drugs to help him hit 762 home runs.
Jeremy.
Who is Garrett Brad Barry Bond?
Yes, very good. One category left.
One category.
Double meaning.
Okay, double meaning for 200.
The last name of a current Vikings quarterback, or what the couple making out in the front row of a Toby Keith concert probably are.
What are kissing cousins?
Yeah,
we'll give it to you.
yeah,
Cousins.
Cousins. 400?
400, yeah.
The type of hitter that comes off the bench during the game, or what the Polat family likes to do with pennies.
What is pinch?
Correct. 600?
Yes.
The name of the deputy sheriff of Mayberry, or Common's purple dinosaur nickname for Paul Allen.
What is Barney?
Correct.
It's on a roll.
800?
800.
An Apple TV drama starring Steve Carell and Jennifer Aniston, or the only thing KFAN management cares about.
Go ahead.
What is morning show?
That is correct. One last category.
Last one.
Hold on.
Ooh,
This
here
is a
we
big
go.
one here.
This is big. Where are we at with the scores now?
All right, Jeremy is in the lead with $8,000. Tom, you are now in second with $2,200. Mike is in third with $1,300. So basically, you have to get enough to get within half of Jeremy before Final Jeopardy.
He's at what? What is he at?
He's at 8,000. You're at 2,200.
Oh, let's go 2,100 so I can play final. If I
There.
2,100. Only Tom can answer this one.
What Zach Helverson would be if he was an equine, or the location Lil B normally speaks to people from. I just got it.
What is hobby horse?
So close. What is a high horse? High horse. That was really good. That might have been my favorite. There was two really good ones.
Are we ready for Final Jeopardy?
Let's play Final Jeopardy. You guys don't know how this works now. I got the Final Jeopardy. So do we give the category first?
You give the category. I'm going to tell them how much they have right now. So Jeremy, you're in the lead with 8,000. Mike, you have 1,300. Tom, you have 100. So the category is program math. Why don't you write down your bid now? 8,000, 1,300, or 100. Write down your bid. Looks like Jeremy wants to go for a large amount here.
I think he might be going for the whole
I
thing.
like him. This is a guy who onside kicks when you're up 11 points in a college football game.
Well, the prizes aren't much.
Well, you don't have to show us yet.
The prizes aren't much. It's an autographed article about mouth guitar guy in one of my books. I mean, it's like
And a hat.
And a hat. You could use the autographed article, use that as a bookmark for the book. Okay, here we go. The category is program math. Do I ask the question now?
Yep.
Okay,
You
here
say
we
the
go.
answer, and they got to do the question.
Here it is.
Yep.
The number of minutes after the greatest game in World Series history that Common was slapping the back of Blackjack Morris, and the number of state plus the number of state tennis titles Justin Guard claims he won equals this. So the number of minutes after the greatest game 7 in World Series history that Common was slapping the back of Blackjack Morris, and the number of state tennis titles Justin Guard claims he won equals this number.
You need to add them.
Good luck. The legendary one is here, the fraud father himself, Mark Rose.
Let's begin with Tom. Tom, you had 100.
Oh, no! There goes the answer, too. Holy moly. Is that it? No.
Too busy holding up your book.
Uh-oh.
I've got the answer.
I was holding up the prizes. I'd still like to have it in front of me. Oh, I don't know what the answer is. So I'll go ahead, Tim.
Tom, you're at 100. How much did you wager?
I wagered my 100.
You wagered all of it.
Yep.
What is your answer?
7.
That is correct.
You now move up to $200. Mike, you were at 1,300. How much did you wager?
1,300.
You wagered it all, and what's your answer?
I said 5.
Oh. It was 5 minutes after the greatest game. Well, I don't think Justin Guard has won any state titles anyway, so one of them hasn't even been documented.
That does make sense.
We would have accepted 6. Go ahead.
Jeremy, you had $8,000. How much did you wager?
So a complete fool would have to wager anything big like that, but we always say historically good or biblically bad.
Yes. Yes.
So the wager is absolutely all of it, all 8,000 to have some fun.
Yes.
And you better believe I got the right answer.
He
7.
got it.
Yeah, $16,000.
Congratulations, $16,000. He sets a KFAN program, KFAN Jeopardy record. Look at these great prizes. A mouth guitar guy autograph from the Daily Bugle. Autograph.
Rookie card.
Here, why don't you?
It's like a rookie card. What did I do? A Common Man book.
Ooh.
All yours.
Why don't you pick a hat?
And then pick a hat.
And then, Tom, you ended up taking second with 200, so you get that hat.
And then do we have anything for third at all?
How
about a 1/4 bottle of water? But I put my lips on.
I can get him another hat. I can get him another hat.
Hey, thanks, guys, for participating, and we truly do appreciate that. Thank you very much. We will take a break and come back. That's KFAN Jeopardy for the 2022 State Fair. Stay with us. Mark Rosen, the legendary one, is next, and then closing out the show will be none other than Mouth Guitar Guy right here on the fan.
Every bank wants you to open an account.
Sign up.
Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Exactly why you should compare your bank to Bell Bank. At Bell, we don't nickel and dime you with fees on things like checking accounts and ATMs. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to a bank you'll love and give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.